Say what needs to be said. It's your host, your big dog, Asante, Mr. Pick Six Samuel. Make sure you zoom in on me too, really good, baby. And I've got my co-host with me, Mr. EP, Mr. Elton, EP the Truth Patterson, live in the building. We live in the direct, man. We feeling good. It's Friday, man. Hello, Friday. We are back. We are feeling good, man. Good vibes. And we ready to vibe out. What's up with you, brother? How you feeling?
Good vibes, good energy. A little hungry right now, but we vibing, man. We ready to go.
I hope you plan on going out tonight and get you something to eat. Chilling's Friday night, man. What else you supposed to do, man?
And what they say, old school, ain't no cooking on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Ain't no
cooking on Friday nights. It's hanging out. What's your drink of choice, brother, when you go out and you head out? What's your drink of choice?
Well, right now, I just been drinking ginger. Hey, I've been on that ginger. Let me tell you what my drink. All water. And I had a juice today. Let me tell you what was in it. You ready for it? And I saw yours the other day.
Yeah.
I saw your post. You had cucumber, ginger. I don't know what you had. You had lime.
I had 7 apples, 2 cucumbers, a whole thing of celery with the leaves. I had a full lemon. What else I had? I said the cucumbers. I had I put a little cayenne pepper in there. I had some ginger in there, juiced it. And man, we detox. We feeling good, man. Y'all better get with this Health is Wealth program.
Hey, so listen, I know you put the leaves in there, but listen, here's mine. I had pear, ginger, cayenne pepper, lemon, in one juice, and it was amazing. Like an apple. But then I had one I don't know if you can do this. You're not ready for this one. Beet juice. Yeah. Straight beet juice.
Well, I forgot to add. Yeah. I will talk about beet juice later. But I had to add some cilantro and some parsleys in there too. So like a handful of cilantros and a handful of parsleys in my drink. And Rick the Vegan Barber, I know you taste that drink. How that drink tasted, man? Let the people know, man. That green juice. How you feeling? Good, boy. So how have you feeling, brother? Since you you the detox, man.
No, right. So I've been doing this. Matter of fact, since Neva's birthday party, right? It was amazing time.
January 5th. Amazing. I still haven't showed y'all anything. I'm gonna show y'all one day.
The amazing part is this. That's the last time I had any meat, soda, anything outside the drink, outside of water and juices, the fruit juices. That's it. I haven't had any bread, sugar, and I feel amazing, bro. Like, yeah, it's like
somebody said they need to buy some green juice. No, you don't go buy it. You don't buy the juice, you make the juice. You got to get the apples, you got to get the cucumber, the celery, all that stuff, and you make it. You know what I mean? But yeah, invest in yourself, invest in your wealth, invest in your health. You know what I mean? And the longer you live, the more money you can make. Ain't that how I go? That's what that means. Health is wealth, baby. Can't make no money in the hospital. Your bones all messed up and stuff like that. Got to fight these diseases off, in America. And that's what it is. That's what it is.
Right. But you're not just football players. We're not just football players out here, brother. We got to live life.
Players. Don't just think of us as football players and jocks. We got more to life than that, man. We got a lot of experience in life. We deal with a lot of situations, man. And anything y'all need to know about life, we could tell you. We well rounded. We well experienced, except for politics. Don't bring no politics around me because y'all can't handle the truth and we ain't gonna get into that.
A little bit. Hey, I'm not scared to jump into it a little bit, but don't start talking about the A side versus the B side, and don't start doing all that.
Right. Long as you don't be defensive and we can have an open dialogue and communicate and you have our different opinions without anybody getting too sensitive. Yeah, I guess we could talk about some politics, but we know how that goes. You know what I mean? That gets crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if y'all didn't see last week, I made bold predictions. I made bold predictions last week, and I said the Baltimore Ravens game against the Kansas City Chiefs, that game will end in 21-27. But who will win? I don't know, and I still am not sure. But I will reveal the winner at the end of this, sometime during this segment here, this episode. But the score will be 21-27. We're going to see how they pan out. 2 elite quarterbacks going at it, 2 possible, 2 MVPs, you know what I mean? One won it before, and one is potentially trying to win the MVP. So, I mean, this is high class high elite level football playing. And yeah, I think and it's a good debate came up. Who do you think of when you think of the Ravens? Right? Is it Ray Lewis or Lamar Jackson? And I think that was easy, you know, like the Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, and Ocho Cinco, and everybody was, you know, debating about it. And right now, Ray Lewis, yes, Ray Lewis is the face. And when you think of the Baltimore Ravens, you think of Ray Lewis. But because of only one thing, he won a Super Bowl. But when Lamar Jackson come and win that Super Bowl, all those things change. This new Gen X, this new generation, they don't really understand and know who Ray Lewis is. So all Lamar Jackson got to do is win the Super Bowl, and that instantly becomes Lamar Jackson city and state. You know what I mean? What you got to say? What you talking about?
Well, I think with that debate, man, it's kind of, well, it depends on who you're talking to, the group of people, the Gen X's or Gen Z's or whatever they call them, whatever group it is. But what I'm trying to say is the younger people, I don't know if they really saying Ray Lewis. Yeah, I can understand Shay, saying it, and Chad Ocho and different people saying Ray Lewis. Yeah, he was the soul and pride. And during our time, it was all Baltimore. But now, like you ask my 10-year-old son, when you think about Baltimore Ravens, he is not going to say Ray Lewis. And there's a lot of kids in the world his age, millions of kids his age, that's going to say Lamar Jackson. Especially now, the thing that you did say now, when Lamar Jackson wins his Super Bowl, or if he wins, I think it goes over to Ray people too. Right. It's going to start creeping up on that too. So that's I'm thinking.
Yeah, and like you say, I think it's more younger people than older people in the world. So the older people, the older fan base, they're gonna say it's Ray Lewis. You know, it's Ray Lewis City, it's Ray Lewis Town, it's Ray Lewis team. Then the younger people are gonna say it's Lamar Jackson, and he's the quarterback. So you know, it's a good little debate. But for the game. For the game, how you feeling about that game? I already gave my predictions, 21-27. I'll reveal the winner soon. What you got, brother? Who you think?
I'm thinking Baltimore Ravens, but I'm a little biased with them, and it's only because I want Lamar to win. And plus, I get tired. I mean, when y'all, the Patriots, when I say y'all, I mean the Patriots. I got tired of seeing y'all play in the Super Bowl and the playoffs. Like, it just gets boring. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes no more. I think I will enjoy the game as a fan watching my boy Lamar Jackson win his first one. Man, that's the city will be live hype. Kansas City people win, they're gonna say, "Yep, we've been here before. I knew it. It's cool." And it's not a lot of excitement. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore Ravens, but I don't think it's gonna be easy though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the majority of the world, or maybe the coaches, you know what I mean? We all want Lamar Jackson win, especially the South Florida people. He's gonna have a parade. He's gonna have it, they're gonna lay it out for him if you win it down here. But you know, at the end of the day, the reality is reality. Mahomes has been to the Super Bowl 3 of the past 4 years, and you know, everybody tried to create this narrative that he can't play or he's not used to playing in the weight games, and he proved those critics wrong instantly. Went up there and whooped up on the Bills, even though, you know, some plays transpired. And that's a part of the game. But, man, we want Lamar Jackson to win. I want Lamar Jackson to win. And but I just think it is very hard for Patrick Mahomes to lose. He is just too dynamic of an athlete, the way he possesses and plays that quarterback position. He is very unstoppable. You can't really stop him. But on the other hand, Baltimore defense, if someone does stop him, they will be the one to stop him. But man, but it comes down to the secondary, and I don't see how Baltimore's secondary can contain those wide receivers and those elite wide receivers with that speed and skill of Patrick Mahomes. But it will have to start at the front four, and they will have to control that. But Patrick Mahomes is the guy that he has to beat himself in order to lose this game. That's point blank, period. We want Lamar Jackson to win, but I got Kansas City 27 over the Baltimore Ravens 21. You know what I mean? Talk to me.
Well, I'm thinking this. This is what I'm thinking. I think Lamar, the quarterback, is not going to beat Kansas City. He's just not going to beat them as a quarterback, pure quarterback. He's not going to beat them.
Dynamic, electrifying, fast Mike Vick have over 1,000-yard rushes. He's not going to beat Kansas City. Then who we? It ain't going to be no team victory.
No. It's still going to be Lamar. It's going to end up Lamar. But if you just said he can't run at all, he's not the running Lamar Jackson. it will have a chance to beat Kansas City because he's so dynamic. Like, I know you saw the game last week, and the way that he can run, the way they needed a 3rd and 13, and he can run forward.
Exactly.
It was effortless. He's going to do the same thing to Kansas City, and that's Lamar. He need to throw all the stuff away about don't run the ball or trying to prove yourself. Nobody's saying he's not a passing quarterback. I'm not saying he can't pass, but the difference making in this game is his ability to run. It's going to be huge, bro.
But yes, it's 2 quarterbacks that can't be stopped. But who will be stopped first? Do you think Lamar Jackson will be stopped before Patrick Mahomes because of Baltimore defense? That's a good debate. But I don't see Patrick Mahomes being stopped. You understand what I'm saying? I can see Lamar Jackson being stopped. He might be off a little bit. Patrick Mahomes might be off a little bit. But Patrick Mahomes is so dynamic in that offense. And then you have a mastermind as offensive coordinator, Andy Reid, drawing up these plays. Man, 27-21, my predictions. Kansas City, baby. Lamar Jackson, brother. Hometown hero. I want y'all to win. I want y'all to win, but I'm just giving my honest opinion and evaluation. And yeah, man, it's good defense. Yeah, they're gonna play good defense, but Patrick Mahomes, man, he is just a stud of an athlete, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, he's on another level. He's gonna do his due, and I think his receiver's gonna show up for him this week. Kelsey gonna show up.
Yeah,
Kelsey's gonna show up. Right. Taylor Swift and the Swift is gonna show up. Right. It's gonna be like this. Gonna be one of the most entertaining.
She enjoying these games, boy. Hey, I wonder. She probably never had. All these famous people. It's like, they haven't seen this excitement. They're stuck in their world, and then they come to a football game and they experience all this excitement like they never experienced before. It does something for these people, man. That's a crazy experience.
Man, when you think about it, like you say, crossing over worlds, everybody think her life is amazing, right? She got sold out arenas, over 100,000 screaming her name.
She's cool with her.
Right. That's like, coming to this football game and somebody I know is out there.
My man is out there playing. I'm cheering for him. I feel like 80,000 people out here in these stands are cheering for him. Man, that's a different type of excitement, man.
What's almost
singing.
You know what's crazy? It's almost like she's not Taylor Swift when she's at the game. She just out there supporting her man. Like she had to remind herself that she's Taylor Swift.
That. For sure.
Right. That's funny, man. It's cool though. I like it.
But we're gonna move on to the next game, and a little controversy at the quarterback position. Everybody is hating on this young fella. We got the Lions versus the 49ers, and they playing up there at in the Bay Area where they get jiggy with it. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a very tough game for the Lions. I don't really see where and how they can pull this off. I'm an underdog. We are both underdogs. I'm rooting for them. But man, Brock Purdy is an underdog too. You know what I mean? And I wrote a song for Purdy. I wrote a snippet of a song for Brock Purdy and all these haters out there. And let me sing my song first for Brock Purdy and the haters real quick. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Look at all Brock haters surrounding him every day. You just need some time to set y'all straight. Look at all y'all haters, y'all can't take it no more. What is meant for Purdy will be Purdy's, and y'all can't stop his shine. Underdog. That's for Purdy, baby.
That's
Purdy, we post this players, man. They can't stop your shine, man. They hating on you. They can't stop you, brother. Hey, all you have to do is do what the coach asks you to do. What else you need to do? They want you to be this awesome, dynamic creator or run for the ball, and that ain't your game. That wasn't Tom Brady game. That wasn't Troy Aikman game. That wasn't John Elway game. John Elway would take off on him. Steve Young would take off on him.
Right.
But they just had to go out there and do what the coach told them to do. Hit the outs, hit the over routes, get the ball to my elite receivers, my elite players, and just win the game. That's what the quarterback job is. So y'all got to stop hating on Brock, man. You know what I mean? But Lions versus Lions versus the 49ers, brother. What you think?
First of all, I'm kind of surprised that you was a little bit on key with the song. It was on beat.
Practice made perfect out there. If y'all don't know, you know what I mean.
But I think Purdy, like you said, man, I think they giving him a tough time. They critiquing him really hard. They critiquing him from the last game, and I think he had a legitimate excuse. Although it is no excuses. It was wet out there, man. You want this guy to go out here and throw dimes, and everybody's different. It was wet. It was storming out there. So him not having that.
He had a bad game. Everybody plays a bad game. It's like soon as he played a bad game, they couldn't wait. See, I told you. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Every good quarterback has a bad game, and he still won the game. I don't understand what the people looking at. He made awesome plays to win the game, rolling out, creating time, creating opportunities. And then as soon as McCaffrey or somebody run for 70 yards or break through, all they got to do is hand the ball off. Man, this is the biggest hate I ever seen at his finest. And I guess it's because it came from a well-known figure. He want to say these guys are game managers instead of saying that these guys execute. Because that's all you're trying to do, change the word from game manager to, from executing to game manager. That's all you're doing. All you're doing is doing what the team, the offense, it asks you to do, and that's go execute. So all y'all brought haters surrounding him every day. We just need some time to set y'all straight. Look at all brought haters. Y'all can't take it no more. He just needs some time to get his mind right to set y'all straight. Dog, that's the remix version, baby.
Hey, but on the real though,
y'all pull up to the club, y'all hear that playing. When he go out there win this week, I don't know. I seen Pat on the Pat McAfee show. They said enough of the. They're doing no more Brock Purdy hating and bashing on his show because they realize what they're doing is unnecessary, uncalled for. All you got to do is go out and play and win. You know what I mean?
I thought the purpose of it was to win. Like, we got to win. He's winning. I don't know a whole lot more to talk about. Like, this,
to do. What more do you want him to do? You understand?
If he took his team as the leader of the team and he won 8 Super Bowls, right, in his career, are they still talk trash? Even if he played exactly how he's playing right now, they'll say he's the best ever.
No, so why can't? Because the narrative is already created. That's what they're doing. That's what they're able to do in this new world. They create the narrative. The narrative is he's not a good quarterback. He's led by his talent around him. So if he win 8 Super Bowls, they're going to say, that was his talent. He's not really that elite of a quarterback. He was put with a great team, and he had to fight the narrative. And it's the same thing with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. It was a Bill Belichick narrative as this great creative guy, and I had to expose it and say, no, it's Tom Brady, because if I didn't, that narrative would still be the same. You know what I mean? And I think that sucks for him. But people are coming out of their shells and starting to realize and stop hating. But for the game, for the game, I like Brock Purdy to throw for over 300 yards. I like Brock Purdy to throw for 3 touchdowns. I like Brock Purdy. He might have 1 turnover or possibly 2. But I see this game. Going 31-10. San Francisco 49ers. McCaffrey goes for 100 yards. Deebo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, they split the carries and Kittles, you know what I mean? But Brock Purdy will throw for over 300 yards, and he will continue to shut everybody up. He had his bad games last game. You know how it is. You have a bad game and you bounce back. And Brock Purdy, he's not scared. But on the other hand, I said this before and I told y'all before, understand that Jared Goff is a Super Bowl attending quarterback. Right. He's not new to this. He's true to this. He is ready for these situations. He already prepared for these situations. He's been to the NFC Championship before. He's played in the Super Bowl. He has a chip on his shoulder, and he's ready to go show the world. But does he have what it takes? And does he have the weapons? Sure he does. Right. But the moment, I don't know, man. 2 teams that need to get over that hump, though, and win, because San Francisco, they definitely need to get over that hump. But how you feel, brother?
Man, let me start off with Purdy.
31-10, y'all remember that? 31-10, San Francisco.
Well, let me say this. You might change your mind a little bit. You at least adjust the score when I remind you of this. But okay, with Purdy, though, he's going to do what he do. I think he's going to show up. I don't think you just go show up. Like, he's been doing his thing. He's a starter for a reason. You got to think. They had a number 2 or top 5 pick in front of him. He went and commanded that position. So he deserves it, right? But what I'm talking about, Trey Lance. But now, when you think about this game, this going to be like one of his prove-it games. Like, he go out there, do his thing, no excuses, right? Debo Samuels. Debo went out with that shoulder injury, right? And now that he's so-called questionable coming back 50-50, bro, I got chronic shoulder problem. I'm telling you right now. Even if he does play, he is not going to be effective. And I think they're going to
show you chronic shoulder problems.
It got a little bit better. Since I've been juicing, you got a little bit.
Oh,
the left one better. But either way.
It do look like the flexibility get a little better. I can't lie. It look like the flexibility get better.
The turmeric is like anti-inflammatory, so it helps with inflammation. I don't have to take medicine, so it works. But hey, Rick, the vegan barber, he know about that. But listen, I'm thinking with him not being at 100%, right? Purdy's gonna have to command this huddle. They got Ayuk, and they're gonna have McCaffrey step up. So that's why I'm thinking they might not have a high-scoring game because one of their major weapons or game plans or who they relied on, he's not gonna be there. Even if he is there, he's not going to be.
Him last time. Debo went out, and that was one of his less weapons for those haters out there that was saying he needed all his weapons. He won the game without Debo and was, making it happen. You know what I mean? So I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about his weapons missing. You know what I mean?
All right. I got you. But the key determining factor on this one, and I'm going to have to ride with Detroit, man, because that boy Gibbs is finna take off. That boy, he's warming up, boy. Don't
against
you
that front seven, boy.
Hey, listen. All right, listen. Listen, like, here we go, son. If you think they finna hold Detroit to 10 points with that boy Gibbs back there? No, okay.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Absolutely, they're gonna hold him to 10 points. Gibbs, you're a heck of a player, but this is new to y'all. Y'all playing against the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship. Jared Goff is the only one with that experience back there. Gibbs, I know you're a dog. You ready to play? San Francisco, boy, that defense finna come. They finna come head hunting and swarming because they used to. They've been there before and they lost and they know what it feels like to lose and get there and not bring it home. So it's gonna be different, man.
Can I give you my personal opinion then? Can I give you my personal instead of professional?
What?
I want Detroit to win. I want the Lions to win. First of all, they hood over there. They're gonna be full of Detroit people at the Super Bowl in Vegas. That's number one. Number two, it's gonna be so much excitement and energy. So you'll feel a lot of that energy with Detroit going there. Hey, and here's the key part though. The only reason why I would, and a lot of NFL guys are thinking they don't want Detroit to go. And plus Vegas, man, them tickets will go on a decline as far as value. Right. If Detroit end up in the game, them tickets probably like $7,000 a piece. They go to the Super Bowl, them things gonna drop to about $2,500 a piece because it's just not as prime time, right? If you want to maximize your money, you begging for San Fran.
49ers versus Kansas City.
That's all day. You getting
the tickets prices are $10,000 a pop. That's how it go by the fan base and the economy of that city and that fan base and stuff like that. In Detroit, we know the history and this and that. In Kansas City, it's money over there. They used to winning, so that's how it goes, man. That team, if Green Bay make it to the Super Bowl ever, even though they are, I'm just saying, the tickets will be crazy because they ain't got nothing in Green Bay but the Green Bay Packers.
The whole state
about to come in. They spending the last bit of money, the last bit of savings on some Super Bowl tickets.
All of Wisconsin, the whole state,
Wisconsin.
Everybody gonna come.
Yeah, all the way to Wisconsin.
Right.
So, hey, man, let's get into a little coaching, man. We got Jim Harbaugh, the new head coach of the LA Chargers. Woo! What a relief. Hey, what I think about this, I think it's a cool pick. Is it the best pick? It's to be determined. One thing about Jim Harbaugh, he's a winner. He's a proven winner, and it's rooted in their family. He won at Michigan. He came in, did a good job. I can't remember where he was at before that. He did a great job there. And now, it's a different animal. Attacking this animal coming into the NFL and dealing with men, grown men with money and problems and egos and things like that. And I think it'll be a little adjustment and things like that. But for my son, let me tell you, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this situation playing out the way it did, because listen, everybody asked me and wanted to know. Everybody continued and they kept tweeting me and asking me, how do you feel if Coach Bill Belichick gets the head coaching job and coach your son at the LA Chargers? And I had to play it off for a long time. And, oh man, that ain't no problem. They're his own man. They built their own relationships. But the time is over now. Woo! I did not want that to happen. Lord, thank you, dear Lord, that did not happen. Because, man, let me tell you, man, that would have been a weird situation. And Belichick, if y'all don't know him like I know him, it would have been issues. He would have had situations he would have had to overcome. He would have started from the ground up. He wouldn't have understood why some things that he is doing is not right when it is right. He just made a play, but the coach is talking bad about me. Some of those things I don't think he would have understood how to deal with. Moving them around, putting them third string and playing these mind games. I don't want my son to have to deal with that. So I'm happy that Coach Belichick didn't get to be the head coach at the LA Chargers. Whatever happens after that, he can go coach wherever. I want him to get a job. But my opinion, for me, I had to play it off. I had to play it off until this whole thing was over. No, I don't want him over there in that culture, man, because I've been through it, man, and it's not the easiest and best thing. And what you got to say, brother?
Man, I think I like Harbaugh. I think he'll do good out there with the Chargers. I think they needed something fresh. I think that was and I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Staley. I didn't really know Staley. I don't even know where he came from or where he got the job or how he even got the job. Right. But I think he was a loaded team with offensive and defensive weapons, and he just wasn't getting the job done. So I think Harbaugh coming in gives it a new sense of urgency. I think Harbaugh been in the game long enough. His brother's the head coach of Baltimore, so he's familiar with everything as far as how to run the program, how to come in, how to relate. So I think it was a great hire. I think the Chargers are going to be competing next year, and I think if they add a few more pieces to their roster, man, I think they're going to definitely compete.
He's used to California, so that's a good thing because he was with the San Francisco 49ers from 2011 to 2014. So, man, it'd be very comfortable, man, being in the LA area. But for Bill Belichick, why is it hard, or why aren't all the teams lining up to sign him as the head coach? What y'all think the problem is? And let me tell you, let me break it down for y'all. I think everybody's starting to realize the truth, from the owners to the GMs and everybody. And now they understand this guy, this coach, he doesn't build good culture. Do I want to bring him to my atmosphere and to my team to kill a culture, to be a culture killer? You understand what I'm saying? The guy, he comes in, he wants all control. And he wants control to do things that I don't probably not going to agree with. And he got away with those things with Mr. Kraft, and I'm starting to realize with Mr. Kraft, this is my opinion on it, because Gerard Mayo became the head coach out of nowhere with no experience, right? So let me tell y'all the backstory to this. Since Gerard Mayo was drafted, him and Mr. Kraft befriended him. Mr. Kraft, he would invite him to his house. They would be on the private planes together, him and his wife, and Mr. Kraft and his girlfriend, and you know what I mean. So they would be going as couples and things like that. Now, pay attention. Now, so since Gerard Mayo was drafted in 2008, I think it was, they had that relationship, right? Now he's hired. Now think about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick meets Mr. Kraft, right? He makes Mr. Kraft believe in him. He makes Mr. Kraft is basically gullible.
Right.
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an owner for the New England Patriots that is gullible. And Bill Belichick was able to finesse him out of everything he needed, from being able to hire his children, being able to not to make the owner feel like players can't even attend his house. Because if y'all don't know, it'll be players at Mr. Kraft's house. Bill Belichick will come over. And then as he's coming over, Mr. Kraft want to tell the players they got to go.
Dang.
He don't want Bill Belichick to see him at his house.
I did not know that.
So you got to understand these type of mind games that Mr. Kraft was going through. You know, he looks a little gullible. He's older, so you got to understand these things. So that's what we're dealing with right here, man. So best of luck to Gerard Mayo. I want to see him succeed so bad. I wanted to see do good. And I said it looked like he bit off of the Belichick pie a little bit. I have to take that back. No, it doesn't seem like that. He wants to do his own thing, his own way, and hopefully the right way. And yeah, so that's what happened, man, with Mr. Kraft and the New England Patriots. I think Mr. Kraft just got a little too gullible and believing in people and giving them too much power and control and allowing them to stir and destroy things. Because that Tom Brady situation, as soon as he fired Bill Belichick, he made it loud and clear that Bill Belichick said, we can let go of Brady. He's not going to win anything, and he wins the next year. That had to kill Mr. Kraft. Very.
Right. I think with Bill with Coach Belichick going into the market, I think he's getting exposed as far as teams on how they look at him. First of all, physically, like when he's coming in and he's probably got all these demands. If I come in and he's thinking he's the guy. Right. Yeah. I come in, I got to be the GM. I got to run this. I'm going to be in charge of this.
Right.
And they like, whoa, I don't think we want to hire all of that, Bill. We just want you to be a head coach. And he's saying, no, I want to be this and I want to be this. And then here's the other thing. You was around him. I wasn't. I don't know him personally. I only see. From what I see, he's not a pleasant guy to be around. He may be once you get to know him. They sitting in these interviews probably like, I don't know if I want to hang around this energy for the next 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's what he's running into. Like
now, off the field, he switches up really good. He played off real good. He's the nicest guy off the field. But like you said, it's the perception, the persona of things. And like I said, I can't say it enough. Brady created this whole persona, right? And the persona of things is Bill Belichick was this great guy. And now these owners and things like that, they probably never had this, type of intimate discussions or one-on-one time with him. Now they having this one-on-one time, and he's expressing to them his desires and his needs for what he wants on his team to make this team successful. And they probably getting turned off like, I want to sign you and make you the head coach, but no, man, I don't know, man. So I think, big ups to Arthur Blank and Atlanta Falcons for hiring Raheem Morris. That was a hell of a move, hell of a job. He's proven. You see, we got the Atlanta Falcons sweater.
That's why I got it on today, because it took the world by surprise. I think it's one of the biggest announcements this week. Everybody was thinking Bill Belichick's second interview, Atlanta Falcons is, and bam, Atlanta Falcons come out and hire a black head coach.
Yeah.
Nobody was suspecting that, man. Big respect for them. Whether he's the right guy or not, I don't even care. I just like the fact that they did Arthur Blank, big ups to Arthur Blank. He always been one of us, man. He always stuck by us, man. I like that for him, man. Arthur Blank did the right move, and that's why I wanted to represent. No, I didn't play for the Falcons at no point of my career, but that move they made to hire Raheem Morris as a black coach there, I liked it. It shows, man, and hopefully they have they get good momentum going forward through this, brother. Yeah. Like it was cool.
Yeah, I think that was a good hire. Like I say, he's going to do a good job, and we understand. Everybody knows you got the dirty bird in Atlanta. You don't want Bill Belichick coaching this team. They trying to, that's their culture up there. They might want to bring Ludacris out there. They might want to bring the Migos. That's not his type of vibe. He want to bring Bon Jovi and all these type of all these type of artists and things like that. But that ain't the coach. It's a market for everything. So, but great job, Arthur Blank. I can't say it enough. Into the GM over there. Whatever, I can't think of his name. I think it's Tim. So, yeah.
Now, the only thing I will say, we got to throw this out there, is the Atlanta Falcons hired Raheem Morris, who he's a defensive coach. And they drafted for the past couple drafts top 10 offensive players.
Yes.
So I'm hoping he needs to go. He got the tight end. He got the receiver.
You got to get a
the running
quarterback.
back.
You got to get a quarterback.
You got to get a quarterback and an offensive minded person in there that can really help him out to balance it out.
And Josh McDaniels is still on this market somewhere. And I know he's used to being a head coach, and when you're used to being a head coach, it's hard to dub down and accept the role and be offensive coordinator. But that's his role, and if he could land in Atlanta, keep talking about him landing with Belichick wherever he goes. Get away from Belichick, go to Atlanta, man. Man, it'd be lovely, man. It'd be lovely, man. I was kind of disappointed, though. I kind of wanted Mike Vrabel to get the job in Atlanta, just so I can, maybe I can pull up, you know what I mean, and try to do my little thing, with the team and the cornerbacks over there. But it's all good. We get it how we live. We ain't tripping. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ain't tripping. Have you heard about this story, man? The young college athlete. He was
Kayshon.
Kayshon
Boutte.
Yeah, Kayshon Boutte, yeah. Charged with gambling, a gambling scheme. He placed almost 9,000 bets in college. And now he's been picked up for the feds for allegedly doing these illegal things in college. What is it about we can't resist ourselves, or is it we're ignorant to the fact that we're not supposed to be doing these gambling and playing these and gambling on teams that we're supposed to play on? What do you think the issue is? Like, how do we get caught up in this stuff?
No, I'm saying, you saying from the perspective of the athlete wanting to gamble, or just out of the rules?
The athlete. You playing in college, you're on the team, you betting on college and the team you're on, and you're not supposed to do that. So he's facing some serious time, some serious charges.
Man, I think it's it impugns the integrity of the game. So you can't do that. And it's almost like, bro, you're trying to do both sides. Like, and he, from what I know, he was a good athlete, but you're trying to play You're trying to play both sides, man, and you can't do that, man. You can't bet on the games you're involved in. And it's so illegal. And I don't know if it's this athlete, sometimes they feel like they're bigger than they are. They can get over, or they can do what they want to do. My question is this. If you had a P5, now, I don't want to say I understand it more, but if you had Livingstone.
Let's give him a little context. Let's read his article. You want to read it? Or
okay. Let's see. Because a lot of people may not know. Former
let's catch y'all up. Y'all can understand.
Former LSU player Kayshon Boutte was arrested in an illegal gambling charges. Former LSU football player Kayshon Boutte was arrested on an arrest warrant in an investigation into illegal online gambling, the Louisiana State Police said in a statement on Thursday. Boutte turned himself in on charges of computer fraud and gambling prohibited for persons under 21. He posted a $6,000 bond and was released. Police say the investigation is still ongoing. Police allege that Boutte used an alias to get around the legal age that is required to place bets in Louisiana when he was 20 years old, claiming that he was 21 and thus illegally allowed to place wagers. Boutte is alleged to have placed over 8,900 illegal wagers while underage, including 17 college football games and at least 6 bets on LSU football games, including when he was a member of the football team in 2022. But a local report revealed that Boutte did not bet against himself, meaning he was not accused of throwing any games.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean,
so you understand, and I know we from the hood. I know we're used to a certain type of lifestyle and things that we've seen and grow up around, but we got to learn to do better. This point, he knew that he was doing illegal things while potentially trying to accomplish his dream and make it to the NFL. When your dream has came true, but I'm going to do some things that I know is illegal, and I'm going to try to skate through the cracks. I'm going to use an alias. And I know I ain't going to get caught. I ain't worried about my future in the NFL. But I need to make these bets right now because this the lick. I know I'm finna hit a lick, and I'm going to take these chances. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, man. Especially when you're right there. You're right there at your dream. The next step is the NFL. You're playing great in college. Why take these chances? Listen, man, I experienced the same thing, the same situation, same peer pressures. And I'm only here because of the decisions I made. If I choose some of these other decisions, I don't be here. I'm not Asante Samuel, the 51 interception in the, record breaker cornerback. So, let these situations be a learning lesson for the young athletes and the grown athletes and everybody. You know what I mean? Because,
Right.
other players made, these gambling mishaps.
Right.
Also, so, but yeah, man.
I just, from my perspective, I just don't understand it because he's at a P5 school, and I'm
Right.
not saying it's okay that if he was at Liberty or something, but
Mhm.
he's on the good end of the football spectrum to where he don't really need a lot. Just chill. Like, why are you doing it? I want to know what was his why. Like, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
The money in your account wasn't quite enough. You were trying to get $1 million in your account while you was in college. Like, what was the why?
Obviously, we all want that million in our account. It seems like that's the tick golden numbers. Like everybody say, I just want $1 million. Like when I made it, I just had people ask me for $1 million. It's like, it wasn't like, let me get 100,000, 150, let me get 10,000. Let me get $1 million, man. I deserve $1 million. It's like, why is the $1 million a golden tick? I guess that would make them feel rich back then. You know,
it sounds rich. No. It sounds good. Like $1 million sound. You're not thinking about taxes. You're not thinking about nothing. You sound like if $1 million you got it. The connotation of the word million, millionaire. They don't say you're a thousandaire. They say you're a millionaire. So you can get to the million. You think you are set for life,
right?
On $1 million. I got a question for you though. With that, real quick, if you gave everybody in the world $1 million, now I'm not talking about plus minus, but just $1 million. What percent you think would actually be straight for life?
10%, maybe like 5%.
Dang,
maybe like 2%.
They spending it. Everybody gonna spend it.
Yeah, because you got to think about you've been struggling your whole life. The first thing you do, you go get all the desires of your heart. Everything you thought you couldn't afford, or your dream car, and boom, it's a downhill effect. Nobody understands the CD bonds and things and interest on your money and stuff like that. They think, boom, principal right now, it's gone. And that'll be the problem because everybody, you got 5% that will do really good for it, right? Then I'm saying you got probably, let me see, maybe 3% of that 5% gonna pay off some debt.
Right.
Because that's the main thing. You got to get rid of debt. And we in America, we create debt. We gonna keep creating that debt for some reason. Right. I don't understand why. We gonna keep creating that debt. Every time we go buy a car, do you buy your car cash?
No. Well,
me neither.
I
don't know why. Like, why go buy it if you can't buy it cash? It's like that's a simple rule of thumb in life. Like, don't go buy something unless you go buy it cash. But me, EP, probably everybody listen, we got a loan and we put ourselves in debt. You know what I mean?
I wanted to lie.
Where it's like 2% or 0%. Right. May the Lord be with you. You win it. You know what I mean?
I wanted to lie and say, yeah, I paid my cards cash, but I don't. I wanted to so bad because it's the right thing to do, but I still don't. You're right. I don't.
Hey, I paid off 2 cars, like with the 5-year payment plan. It felt good, but it's like as soon as you paid them cars off, it was time for a new car. It was like, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? So it's like it felt good that I did it. I paid it off, but it was like, okay, now this car old. Now you got to get a new car. It's like they set you up in this cycle. And then if you keep the car past 5 years, don't get a warranty, something's going to happen. Every month, something happens. So,
hey, you're saying a mouthful right now. And I think when you think about the average loan for a car, it's based off of 60 months, right? Which is 5 years.
60 months, but the people in our culture and how we do, they give us 72 months. We're going to stretch that bitch out to 72 months every time. Well, every time your payment go down from $550 to $400, stretch it out 72 months. Sign me up.
Don't worry, I don't care about the interest. Sign me up.
I don't care about the debt. I don't care. I'm paying 12 more thousand in interest either. Just sign me up, damn it.
Hey, and here's the psychology part about it. Like you say, like yes, I paid it off, not knowing that any luxury car, they put their cars in a rotation of 5 to 7 years of doing a new body style.
Right. And that's how they get. That's what I'm saying. You done paid your call 3, 4, 5 years. You think you doing it. Boom, here come the new body style. You look like old shoes in the back over there. Like
vintage. You got the
look at that
vintage
old
card.
Bentley out there. You know what I mean? And you like, I spent $300,000 for this car. But it's old. Nobody care about that. You know what I mean?
It's vintage. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can't do it.
America try to keep us in debt, man. We got to fight our way out of debt, man. It's hard. And y'all, everybody living in South Florida, I know, man, we are going through it with these taxes and insurances and the aliens and everything else going on down here. Goddamn it. So we going through it, man. But on another note, right? We're gonna get into a little relationship talk, you know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about marriage. Mm-hmm. And let me tell y'all, I got married, right? When did I get married? Hey, I hope she ain't watching. When I got married, 2012?
Was it 12?
13, 14, 15?
No,
it was one of them days. But I got engaged. Let me tell you. So my whole thing, when you get married, right? I'm from Lauderdale. I wasn't raised in the 2-parent household. You know, I'm from the hood. You know, my upbringing ain't normal. You know, it's just, you know what I mean? I ain't see it how everybody see it. I never really had the family environment. So I'm like, boom, I'm about to be done with the NFL. I need to make sure my wife get the benefits of my girl, the family, and all that good stuff. So guess what? I'm finna propose to my wife because I want to get married. I want to make sure she gets these benefits. So I proposed to my wife, big little ceremony in Las Vegas. Proposed to her, give her a nice ring, spent over $100,000 for the ring. Back in the days, you know what I mean? So bam, did all that. You know what I mean? Now, it's 6 months later. She's like, okay, I'm about to start planning for this wedding. Wait, what you talking about? Hold on. Planning for a wedding? I just proposed to you. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, that's what you do. You start planning for the wedding like 6 months. Not where I'm from. We get engaged and that shit could last for like 5 years. So what you talking about? Like, I don't plan on getting married anytime soon just because I proposed to you. And she's like, and it's like, she made me understand and made me feel bad. So I speeded it up. And that was a learning experience because I got engaged in probably high school. And that shit just lasted. It was like, okay, we engaged. We engaged. We ain't going past this though.
That was it. It's like a promise ring.
Yeah, who teaches us? Okay, this is the timeline. You go get engaged. You get your marriage license. Where do you learn that at? Where's the rule book for that? Because obviously my daddy didn't grow up in the household with me, and he didn't give a one fuck about us, and still don't give a fuck about us to this day. So I don't even know. You know what I
mean? So you thinking like, hey, as long as I said I was getting married, that's golden. That's like the golden ticket.
I made a commitment to you. You understand who I am? I don't know what it's like to be committed. I made a commitment to you. You better be happy, and I'm proposing to you, girl. That's all we need. What else we need?
Ooh, brother. Yeah, but you know what? I can't do.
Do you know the rules? Did you know the rules of being proposed to and getting married and all those things?
Yeah, well, I came from a 2-parent household who were married for over 40 years. So it made sense. Like you get married, or no, I'm bad. You get engaged, then 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years, you get married. It's like I had that timeline in there. It wasn't just like, hey, you engaged forever. Like you my longtime girlfriend. No, I had like the end goal was marriage. Like you're supposed to get married.
Anybody married in the chats or listening, through the radios, how's marriage life? Do y'all enjoy the marriage life? Y'all gotta understand, marriage life is what you make it. First of all, you gotta understand communication. Communication is key. You know what I mean? Sacrifice. Everybody has to be able to sacrifice for one another so both sides can be happy and keeping control. Everybody keep their own control. You know what I mean? You keep your control to make you happy, and you keep your control to make you happy, the man and the woman. And then you compromise and come together and be one happy family. And understand, arguments, they shouldn't be arguments. You should be finding out solutions. Me, I don't argue. People may think I'm arguing with. I'm telling you, I don't argue. I'm not arguing.
I was going to say somebody may counter that and say that you do argue, but
because they used to arguing and they don't understand that I'm just looking for a solution. I'm asking you a question for you to figure out the solution so we don't have to go through this junk no more. It may seem like an argument because I'm talking loud and I'm aggressive when I talk and I mean what I say what I mean, but all I'm doing is looking for you right or you wrong and this is the right way. And I'm gonna say, yeah, you right. Let's move on. I'm just looking for the solution. So y'all gotta understand. Next time you and somebody start screaming and yelling at each other, just tell them, look, man, I'm not arguing with you. You arguing. I'm looking for the solution. How we move on and get better. So you think we're arguing? When people argue, they just want to win. They want to win the argument. So that's why it never comes down to a solution because we rah rah rah, and I want to win over you. You know what I mean? So that's what
it's not about winning.
You know,
it's not about winning. It's about communicating. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people have a problem communicating in the world, not just in general, but in the world. A lot of people have a problem expressing themselves, communicating, giving their point of thought without arguing. I think the louder you get, the worse of your communication skills may be showing because you can't really get a point across yelling. So it's really just communication. It's the basis, the foundation block.
Yeah, man. And I think that's the way of life. The way in the world, man.
Don't forget ego. Everybody has an ego.
Everybody
they can't lose. They gotta win. They can't lose.
And what's wrong with you being wrong and understand I was wrong and this is the right way? I admit I'm wrong. Okay, now you show me the right way. Boom. It's simple. But the egos of people, I see people do it with their kids, anything. They just put their kids, the life, family in the worst situation because of an ego, man. An ego. I can't let an ego stop me from my greatness. You know how stupid that sounds? Because I got an ego, I'm going to stop the success. And I know the success can be helped or accomplished better over here or this, but my ego is saying, no, because I'm a man, I can do it too, and this and that and other. Man, we are messed up in this world. I'm so thankful the way I was raised independently. I had to learn every little thing in life on my own, and I'm so thankful for that independent, being raised independently like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So, if you can drop the ego in
the independent raised humans out there, you know what I mean? You had to figure it out on your own, you know?
It's hard. A lot of them are out there. A lot of people need guidance. So
let me tell you one of my funny stories. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna tell you one of my funny independent stories I had to learn as a man, right? So first of all, long story short, I'm in these apartments called Glen Cove, right? I'm with this young lady. I'm a virgin. Or I hunched before. You know, y'all know what hunching is on your clothes and stuff, but I never, let it out. I don't want to say the word and get banned on YouTube and all right. I never, it never came out before, you know what I mean? So I'm in the hood. We had Glen Cove, this older, pretty girl, older than me. She like 16, I'm like 12. She like, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah. So we come on, we go in the room, we get it going. She put on the clothes. She hand me this gold sealed, what I know now is a condom. I had no experience. I'm raised by my mama and my sister. It's all in the house. So she gave me this condom. She's like, put this on. And I'm like, okay. So I try to put it on. I put it on best as I can. And then I put it on and we started working. You know, I started doing my thing. I'm hitting, you know what I mean? I'm like, this don't feel right. This thing she got on me. And she told me to put on, you know what? Take this junk off. Do it off like we all do. Y'all do it too. Don't act like you don't do it. Do that thing off. That junk feeling so good, right? It's feeling so good. But guess what? Now I gotta pee. But it's a feeling good pee. I'm like, I gotta pee. Guess what? I can't get up and feel too good. So I'm just finna pee in her. So I peed in her in my eye. She got up, she looked at it, she's like, what? She's like, what you just did? And I'm looking like, I don't know. So I leave next day, next couple days. I go to the barbershop. So now, I remember I'm 12 years old. I go to the barbershop. These, grown men, they're like 18, 19, 25. They start telling this story. Start telling about the first time that they had sex. And you know me, I'm just sitting there listening, waiting for my haircut. And he's like, yeah, man, it's same exact story. He was like, when, I was doing my thing, clapping them booty cheeks, it felt like I had to pee. But then he said he was ejaculating. And that's when I realized that's what I did. I had my first ejaculation, or we would say nut in the hood. And wow, that's how I had to learn. That is so awful. That's so awful. I had to learn like that at the barbershop after almost, telling what done happened and what I done. Hopefully ain't no baby, you know what I mean? Whoo, Lord have mercy, boy. I seen the girl out and missed this EP. This is how bad it is. I seen the girl after that day, about 12 years later, at the car shop. She was putting some music in her car. The man went in the back seat, pulled the back seat out. That's how we do. We take the back seat out, put the speakers back there. He took the back seat out, threw it on the ground, and roaches was everywhere. And he was looking like, I'm not working on that car. And I was looking at her, I'm like, please don't remember me. You cannot remember me. Please don't remember me. And she didn't remember me. Woo! So that's my story, baby. Hey, that's why I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity in Glen Cove, baby, in the hood, baby. It felt great.
Well,
it was amazing.
I tell you what, our shows definitely took a turn. I don't know if our viewers is ready for. I wonder if any kids was watching.
You know what?
If any kids was watching this now, because that was showing up took a turn. Hey, but listen,
man, everybody gotta learn, man. You gotta learn one way or another, man. I don't know if I don't know the training and things of that nature and what they showing y'all on social media. So,
well, let me tell you. I'll tell you what. Everybody gotta learn, and everybody come from different backgrounds, brother. So it may be somebody that was like can relate to everything that you know what I'm saying. And like, I can't wait to hear Asante again. He's like helping raising me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. My boy.
That's my story, man. So we was talking about marriage, right? And Tyreek Hill had this controversial divorce filing that he denied, and now he's coming back and saying some bonehead filed the divorce on his behalf, and which was not true, and so on and so forth. So I'm like, I'm evaluating, looking at the thing. First of all, he was like, this is a lie. This is untrue. And it's like, do you understand to file for divorce proceedings, you have to sign off. It's so much communication. And it was just confusing. And now he come back and say it was a mistake, a bonehead mistake, and he fired the people, and we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And it's like, they called me to analyze. When you're analyzing things and you're evaluating things, what comes up? First thing comes to my mind is you just got married, you eloped, did the Vegas thing, get married out of nowhere. Now you realize you got people talking to you. Did you get a prenup? You know you're gonna owe her so much money if she ever decides to divorce you. And I think that was going through his mind. So he said, let's dissolve this marriage. Because you can do that within the year, right? I think that's the Florida rule.
I think that suppose about attorneys and what you supposed can do and what you really can do. That's two different things.
Right. And so I think he attempted to do that, but then people got word of it, and it hit the media, and he tried to take it back because he probably didn't know. He was probably trying to protect her, or maybe had agreement to remarry or something like that, which wouldn't make no sense. But you got to understand, don't do things off of emotion. A marriage is a business. It's a contract. When you're signing for that, that's a contract. It's a lawsuit if it doesn't work out. So understand what we're doing, you're getting yourself into, because you can easily make somebody, or we can agree to get married. We can agree to have a prenup. We can agree that this is mine and this is yours.
Right.
Why is that hard to do and get married? If they don't want to marry you and don't want to agree that this is mine and this is yours, you got to read between the lines, brother. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You better read between the lines.
And then let's not be naive with Tyreek 4-year, $80 million deal. Like, you become a liability. So I think a lot of the times, I don't want to say the younger athletes, but it seems like they make a lot of decisions, or maybe just Tyreek made a decision contingent upon emotions. How do I feel today? Oh, it's fun. Let's get married. Like they're attacking life as if it's a big game. They doing life like it's like they do attack football games.
Right.
And like we play on Sunday and it's all over. That's not the case. When you get married, that's for life.
That's
and
for
even
life.
if you break it off, it's a contract and you got repercussions, right?
Repercussions.
Take your time. Stop making emotional decisions that can threaten your life. That's what I want to tell these guys, man.
Your livelihood, man.
Right.
Because like I say, you can say what you want and you can act however you want, but reality is reality, and you filed that. Somebody on your behalf filed that. And yeah, you probably was having, second thoughts and probably, said I made an emotional thought, emotional marriage, you know what I mean? Right off the rip. But yeah, think before we do, because we have a lot at stake. And I've been through it, man. I've been in court for 10 years, child support, all this stuff. My kids is grown. I done paid 20 years of child support. Let me tell you, it is not the funnest thing in the world, especially when you have children mothers that are unappreciative. They think they're entitled to everything. It's the worst feeling in the world. And they just want to drag and nag on to you, nag on to you. You can even try to offer them things. No. And all it takes is a lawyer that has their back and don't care about getting paid. And man, your ass is grass. It's like that. Your ass is grass. You got somebody hunting you down because they want you, man. And it's a terrible feeling, man.
So basically you're saying not just with marriage, you're trying to tell people from, I don't want to call them mistakes, but from what you grew up, you're saying even be careful with just having random or kids. Just be mindful of life before you get yourself in
life. Let me tell you, I pay 18. If you want to add up my child support, 3 kids, one of them till they was 20, and the other 2 till 18. Check for check, month for month. Can't miss a payment, or guess what? They go file in court and have you in court again. You looking around like, I cannot believe I'm in this building. And you right there, and then people talking about all your information. They got all it's the worst feeling in the world. Hey, but what don't kill you make us stronger in life. You feel me? And that's why we here, baby. You know what I mean? We don't bend, we don't fold, we don't break, baby. We stand tall in the paint. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get out tonight, man. I think I might go to this little spot called Gecko, get some food, some drinks. You know what I mean? Enjoy myself a little bit. I've been grinding, man. I've been working hard. Anybody going out tonight? Who we got down there? Who talking to us? Love the show. Yeah, we appreciate you. Who that? I can't see the name. Drip. Did I say it right? In the chat. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, did I say the name right in the chat? Who shouted it out? Is it Drip?
Drip Skylark.
Yeah. All right, shout out to Drip Skylark. Yeah, man, the show, man. We keep it real, we keep it funky, man. We gonna tell y'all real stories, baby, real life stories, man. We got more to come, you know what I mean? I don't want to overload y'all with so many stories. But yeah, for the Super Bowl, I got Kansas City versus the 49ers. And EP, you got who you got? You got the Lions.
Hey man, don't do me like that.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Hey.
You got the Lions versus the Ravens. 2 totally opposite teams, right?
I'm gonna roll with it. It won't be the best for resale, but I'm gonna roll with it. It's cool. The Lions versus it might not be as exciting, right? But it'll be cool for the people that's from those cities.
Right. Yeah. But you scared to put your stamp on it, huh?
No, I won't put my stamp on it. Not right now, buddy.
Dang,
but I will.
The game is this weekend, brother. Why are you scared to put your stamp on it? You're not making no predictions.
All right, let me give you 2. Can I give you 2? I give you 2.
It's only 2 games.
I know. I'm giving you 2. I'm giving you 2 perspectives. That's what I meant. Give you 2 perspectives.
2 perspectives. He don't want to give us a prediction, guys.
No, I'm for real. Like, yes, who I think who I think the football world, my football IQ says 49ers and Kansas City. Super Bowl, right? Which probably is right along with 90% of people in America. Now, as a personal, who I want personally, and I can't even argue that matchup, I want to see Lamar and I want to see Detroit, and I want Lamar to beat Detroit in the Super Bowl. And yes, I'll be happy.
You said Lamar with that dynamic, he ain't gonna be able to be stopped, and you know the Ravens is gonna win.
So I just can't count out Mahomes. I can't count out Mahomes. Like, he can't be stopped. That's defense. He's going to run through Kansas City defense, but it's going to be a shootout, bro. It's going to be higher than that score. It's going to be high. Both teams, like the total score for both teams would be over 50.
You think so? You think the over under be over 50?
It'll be over 50. The over is over 50 on that one.
Okay,
over 50. Okay. I'm a Lamar fan. I'm more of a Lamar fan than I am Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man. Lamar is definitely a freak of nature, man, at that position. He's a new Mike Vick, man, right-handed. He take off and go crazy with it, man. What other news we got going on in the NFL? Any more Belichick, man? The Belichick thing, you know, that kind of threw me off, man. And I was really expecting for him to get that job, but I like how everybody coming to their senses, man. And we didn't talk enough about Jim Harbaugh and my son, right? And it's a new situation for him, right? It's just like me signing to another team and coming to a new atmosphere. Right. I think this is a great situation for the team. Also, my son, because like I said, if Belichick would have been there, it would have been a terrible situation. So, you know, I think it's gonna be an opportunity for him to keep progressing and keep becoming a better athlete. And at the end of the day, Jim Harbaugh seems like a people person. And that's all you can expect. But I had to fake it for a very long time. Y'all don't understand. Y'all was bombarding me with them questions, especially on Twitter. How do you feel if Belichick coach y'all's son? And I had to play it off. But God damn it, I did not want that shit to happen, and it didn't happen. And thank you, because he would have patronized my son. And ain't nothing you can do, man, because they control the narrative all the time. They say this player was this and that, and it don't even be that going on, man. So that's it, man. So we say what needs to be said, man. I'm giving y'all stories of real life. I'm gonna give y'all a little story every time, you know what I mean? And EP gonna start unfolding some of them stories, because he played with a few people, man. He got some real good stories. He got a story. He got a story one time where they came down on the boat when he played for Cincinnati. Him and his homeboys, they was having so much fun on the boat. Guess what? One of the players stayed down here and brought a club. That's how much fun they was having.
Oh, we do got some story. He like, oh, you just gonna go ahead and invest down there, huh? He had that much fun. Rookie night. That was amazing.
Homeboy, Kevin got there. We call you out. Kevin got there. He's a little club dream.
Kevin Hardy.
Name is?
Hardy. Kevin Hardy. K Hardy.
Oh, K Hardy, baby. K Hardy came down on the boat in Cincinnati. Who was all on the trip?
Justin Smith.
Justin Smith.
Tony, Big Tony, D tackle.
Big Tony.
I brought C-Wig on the boat with me, my homeboy. Dwayne Clemens. We was the youngest. Langston Moore, my guy.
It was about all the that's like 2000. When was it drafted? 2003. 2003. Look up the history. So hey, Kevin.
We got to tell you. I got to tell you that story from the beginning, though. One day, I got to tell you that story
from the beginning. But the short of it is, homeboy came out here. It blew his mind. He bought a club. Wow.
Great times, dog.
It
had it for a long time. It
was one of the, hey, man, I paid a lot of bills in that club. I can't lie. Club Dream, I popped a lot of bottles, baby. My spot used to be right by the DJ. They know when Zunt come in, get Zunt spot by DJ cleared out. We coming. Don't have my people acting crazy, because, you know, I'm with people that don't really understand too much. You know what I mean? So, hey, you know, make sure all that's straight. You understand?
Well, I can't wait to tell that.
South Beach.
I can't wait to tell that story, brother.
Yeah. So we back on, man. We're going to see y'all again like we do on Monday. Then, you know, we go over these games. You know, probably have some more stories, some more Super Bowl stories. See if my predictions, 21-10, 21-27. Kansas City Chiefs on the victory. We see if that happened. What we got over there, I got 31-10, 49ers versus the Lions, 49ers go crazy. Brock Purdy throws for over 300 yards. And we're going to end with my Brock Purdy song for all the Brock Purdy haters. Y'all like to sing it with me? Sing it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all Brock haters surrounding him every day. Oh, he just needs some time to set y'all straight. Hey, look at all y'all haters. Y'all can't take Purdy no more. What is meant for Purdy will be Purdy's, and y'all can't stop his shine. Underdog.
Hey.
All right, man. Say what needs to be said, man. We're going to see y'all Monday. Say what needs to be said, and we're going to tell y'all what y'all need to hear from this weekend.
Let's go.
All right.
Have a good one.
Salute.
Yeah.
We out.